All right, welcome to part two of how to use SketchUp online. This is Rational Reactions. And as if you remember the last time, we have just finished adding a door to our house, and we've finished adding some of the basic details to our courtyard, as well as the two bedrooms as well. Now we're going to be focusing on adding windows to our house first. So to add windows, do you remember using our basic line tool? We can use that, or we can just use draw rectangle to create our windows. So we're going to add two windows to the front of our living room here. So there's one window. And there's our other window. Now remember, we can use our offset tool to add some more detail like rims around the window. So let's go to our offset tool. Do that, hold on. Redo that. And that allows me to adjust that. So now we have a window frame. We can use that same thing here. And then for the center of the windows, we can use glass. We can use our simple reflective glass, or we can use this kind of glass. I don't know, I actually like that glass better. So anyway, now you can see inside the house, which allows you to edit material inside the house a bit more accurately. So if we use our zoom tool, we can zoom inside, and now we have a good inside view or inside perspective of our house. And then if we use our eyeball tool, remember, we can use human eye perspective. We can use look around. And now look what we have our roof. We have our interior. This is our guest hallway. And as you can see, that's the hallway leading to the bedrooms. And we have our living room set up here. So the next thing we're going to do is learn how to add furniture. So remember the last time we added wallpaper. So we're going to add more of that. So we're going to add more of that around. So now that adds wallpaper to our interior. We're going to add flooring as well. But for the sake, we can use that kind of flooring. Use the look around tool again. We want to make sure our window frames are looking on the outside as well. So we're going to go back to our glass. So now we can see outside. That's a mirror. That's all. Well, actually, is that a mirror or no? It's not a mirror. So we could use that kind of glass too. And it allows us to view the outside world. So for the sake of symmetry, though, we're going to use the same glass as we did on the outside. But now, as you can see, we have our furniture. Use our look around tool so we can get a good perspective at the inside of the living room. We can also use our walk tool so we can kind of walk over there as a human would, remember? So how to add furniture? What we can use is the components menu. And what you can do is search 3D warehouse for, say, couch. And what that allows you to do is search the internet for products and models. And we're going to use a simple, let's do a simple sofa sort of couch. And it will import to your model here. So as you can see, we've got a simple couch. I don't like that couch though. Let's use a different one. So what we can do is we can delete this entity here and search for a new one that's better. But yeah, you can download furniture from what's called the 3D warehouse. And the 3D warehouse is basically a database of different models added by users like you who are really passionate about SketchUp. So they give you a lot of cool options you can use. If you want, you can also get this whole setup so you don't have to worry about like adding furniture continuously. So we're going to import this large model. It will probably take, but warning, it will take longer to download large models. Yes, obviously, because it's more space being taken up. But for the simple purpose, we're just going to add one couch. Okay, we're going to delete this. I said erase the entity. Why did it not erase it? There we go. It's being glitchy because my internet's slow. Or we could search sofa instead. Sofa actually sounds better. Sounds classier. Oh yeah, see, we got some good furniture we can add in. We can use Sofa Chile, which is this. Don't worry, it'll take faster to download than the huge model. So we're going to learn how to use a few more tools, such as the rotate tool and the move tool. Come on, import. Come on. Okay, what? Okay, we got a couch. What? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, hold on. I'm sorry. This is getting really annoying. Wait. Hello? Come on. Work. Sorry, guys. SketchUp's become unresponsive to me. We're going to have to exit the page because it's being really ridiculous. Here we go. And it should let me reload my last model so I didn't lose everything. Here. Finally. Okay. So we're back. Okay, we're back. Cool. So what we were doing is adding furniture. Sorry about the technical difficulties, guys. This is my first time using the web application, so it's a little bit hard to navigate around all the components here. So I want to search sofa again on the 3D warehouse, and I want to download a sofa. Come on. Wow. He's really not wanting to add furniture right now, is it? Close the materials panel. Open components panel. Open up window. Or search simple sofa. Come on. Actually, load this again, but again, let's do TV. I don't understand. This is very annoying. I have horrible Wi-Fi here. Come on, search. Well, anyway, you've seen how to do use the 3D warehouse to load furniture and place it in here. So now what we're going to do, hopefully if we can get things to work, is use move tool and rotate tool. So let's just add a simple object. Well, actually, let's work with Ty out here. I haven't checked on Ty in a while. Let's see how he's doing. So we're going to zoom out. So we're going to move and rotate Ty. So let's say I wanted to move Ty to the courtyard. Well, we can use our move tool, select Ty, and place him in the courtyard. So now he's there. If we wanted to, let's say we wanted to rotate Ty, we can use our rotate tool, and we can drag this out like right here, and we can rotate him around. And he can do flips and stuff like that. But we want him back on the ground though. We can also use our scaling tool, which allows us to make Ty into giant Ty or Ant Ty. So now Ty is Ant-Man. But we can have him back, we can revert him back to normal scale though, doing a simple Control Z. So, but we want Ty in the courtyard, so that's how you use the simple rotate, scale, and move tools. And if you want to deselect everything, just click on anything outside and it'll deselect. Now you said we wanted to make this more of a pathway, and we want to have another patch of grass because this courtyard's looking a little boring right now. So let's create another simple line. And then we're going to make that, go to our materials bar, use a simple green grass patch, and now that's green. We need to make that the same material as the other grass though, so there we go. Now that's a grass patch, and on this pathway we'll create a door to the bedroom. Use our offset tool. What the offset tool really does is it duplicates the object, but it allows you to make it as a smaller version of that same object or a bigger version of the same object. In this case, we want it to be sort of have this frame. Use our offset tool again to have sort of a window to the bedroom, but we don't want it to be a large window. We want it to be more of a private small window. Use our wood tool. Then we use our wood tool so we have the door texture. And we have our glass tool for the centerpiece. And if you want, you can use sort of an outside exterior sort of thing. That's a little different. We can use it as the same as this fence sort of area. And that creates that sort of texture for it. Let's say you wanted to add trees. You can go to the Components toolbar and look up tree. And you could choose from any number of trees. Let's do a simple... Now let's say we wanted to add palm trees. Let's just add a simple Rocket 3D tree, like this. A catalpa. So that will import that into our SketchUp model. And we can place that wherever we want it. We want it kind of like here. So now we have our tree there. And to deselect, just click on anything else. And now you've got your tree. Well, I don't know. Well, actually, I don't know what the hell this is. Since this is a 3D object, I don't know why it added that kind of a tree. That tree model was wrong, so we're going to add let's add a simple ficus tree, or a fig tree. And then we can place it over here. There we go. And then we'll select, and now we have a ficus tree for our courtyard. Pretty cool stuff. But the disadvantages of adding objects like that from 3D Warehouse are sometimes it makes it run slower. And you don't see the objects all the time. I don't know why it's being like that. It should be showing the object. If you want to move your object, we can go to the Remove tool, because I kind of do want to move the object. Select the object. We're going to move it over here. Oh my gosh, what the heck did that do? I created like an earthquake. Undo that. Oh, why is it being slow? Come on. I just wanted to move this object. I didn't want to move... Click and drag. There we go. I want it more in the center. What? It didn't deselect it? Why? Okay, hold on. I'm having some difficulties. On the face. There. Come on. Now, deselect. Cool. So now you have your ficus tree right at the edge of your courtyard. Very cool. It's pretty cool stuff, SketchUp. is that? I don't... Once you start adding 3D objects in, though, it starts glitching out a bit more. So you gotta be careful with how many 3D objects you add in there. Now let's design the front yard, or the front lawn. We're going to add another line. Let's go to the edge of the house. Let's go on a bird's eye view sort of perspective. If it'll allow me to do it. Hold on. I want to do it sort of to the edge of that. There. Oh no. And that creates that sort of section. We're going to add grass to that section. I'm going to start from this endpoint, go along the red axis, hold down the shift key so that red axis stays in place. I'm going to go to about the edge of the house here. So now we've got a landscape we can use for our front yard. And we're going to add some grass to the front. So it has some texture. We're going to use different grass from the courtyard. So now that adds grass to the front lawn. And look at that. Now for this area on the right side of the house, we're going to add a garage. So we'll have an exit from the living room over here. The garage is going to look a little bit different from the rest of the house. So we'll start at the edge of the house here, extend our garage this way, have it extend past the house just a little bit. So now this will be our garage. And now that creates an object which we can then push and pull. it's being like this. There we go. Now raise this part. We want our garage. Actually, no, I don't want it to be that big. I want it to be just a little bit taller than the rest of the house because we got big vehicles and stuff going in here. Like that. There we go. Now, you want the roof to be the same as the rest of the house, too. And for that, we go to our materials. By the way, once you use a material, it saves it to your materials panel. So every time you go home, you have that material right there ready for you. So we're going to use our roof material here. Color that. And again, you want to get rid of any imaginary lines or just unnecessary lines like this. And that gets rid of that. And let's use our sandstone texture again for the outsides of the house. Now we want to create a garage door, so we're gonna draw a huge big opening here. Go up along our blue axis. You want to make sure your garage roof is pretty tall. So now we have our garage door. We're going to use metal as our, tin metal as our doorway for this. I guess for a good garage door texture, you guys start out with something. So I'd say use this kind of metal first. So now you have like your garage door. You also want to have like little garage windows. So if you want, add like little shapes. like this. And that goes back there. But for garage doors, you want to have it more like a black panel. And so we could just use simple color for that. Simple black or dark paneling will work best for garage door windows since it's kind of dark inside the garages. And you want to make these equidistant in length as well. So you want to use your measuring tool. But I think you get the gist of how to use these tools by now. So I think that is it for today on SketchUp Part 2. If you want more videos from me, subscribe to this channel and I'll improve the quality, hopefully, of these videos. Thanks.